In the rural edges of Japan, far from city lights and crowded streets, there are villages where the night feels heavier than it should, where the fields stretch endlessly under moonlight, where the wind moves through rice paddies in long whispering waves, and where children are warned never to answer a voice calling from beyond the trees, because sometimes it is not human. Reports describe her the same way. A woman, extremely tall, around 8 feet in height, wearing a long white dress that drags slightly across the ground, and a wide-brimmed hat casting shadow over her face. She appears at the edge of rural roads, near farmland, near forest paths, always at a distance first, standing still, watching. But it is not her appearance that terrifies people most. It is her voice, a deep, slow sound, like a stretched echo across water. She calls out to children by name. Sometimes she mimics a loved one's voice. Sometimes she simply says, "Po." The sound carries unnaturally far across the fields, even when there is no wind, even when the air is still, and those who hear it report an immediate feeling of dread, like something inside their chest tightens. There is only one known way to survive an encounter. Ignore her, do not look at her directly, do not respond, do not follow the voice, because once she notices you have heard her, she begins to follow, not running, not chasing, but appearing closer each time you glance away. Witnesses describe her movement as wrong. Her steps are silent. Her body sways slightly with unnatural balance. The dress moves as though underwater. When she walks, the grass beneath her does not bend normally. It flattens in a smooth, delayed motion, like reality reacting after she has already passed. And if she is pursuing someone, she does not sprint. She simply appears nearer with each blink. Most reports involve children. A child hears the call, looks toward the forest edge, sees the tall figure, the hat, the white dress, the silence, then the voice calls again, closer. If the child turns back home, she is closer than before, at the door, at the window, behind the fence, and when the child finally looks directly at her face, the story ends there. No confirmed survivors describe what happens next. Imagine walking alone near rural fields at dusk. The sun is fading. The sky turns deep purple. A faint fog begins to gather near the ground. You hear something in the distance. Not footsteps, not wind. A voice, slow, repetitive. Po, po, po. You stop. Your breathing changes. The air feels heavier. You turn slightly, and at the far edge of the road, she stands, perfectly still, too tall to be natural. The hat tilted downward, blocking her face. The voice continues, but now it sounds closer. Behind you, yet when you turn, there is nothing. Only the fields, only the trees, only silence. What makes Hachishaku-sama terrifying is not violence. It is inevitability. Once you have seen her, she knows you have seen her, and she will follow. For hours, for days, for however long it takes. She does not need to run. She does not need to hide. She simply closes distance when you are not looking, and eventually, you will look. In many retellings, the final moment occurs at a doorway. The victim reaches home, locks the door, hears the voice outside, closer. The hat appears at the window level despite no visible ladder or movement. Then silence. When the lights are checked, she is gone, but the feeling remains, as though something extremely tall is still standing just outside the edge of perception, waiting for the next time someone hears, po, po, po. In rural Japan, parents still warn their children, if you hear a woman calling your name from the fields, do not look, do not answer, and do not believe that distance means safety. Because some things do not walk. They simply become closer. Please like and subscribe for more.